Chatbots have been around for decades and are unlikely to be going away anytime soon. Instead, they have morphed and changed to become progressively better at their jobs. Perhaps one of the most common uses of a chatbot is its use to quickly resolve customer issues. However, chatbots can do more than just answer how quickly a package might be arriving. Now, chatbots can do everything from answering more complicated questions, to writing articles, to quizzing one's geographical knowledge. Early chatbot assistants were essentially only a list of pre-planned answers to key words. Now chatbots are complex systems that possess information and are able to share it with users in a high-quality manner. They are also able to adapt to the user and his or her manner of communication. Thanks to this, the user does not feel constrained during a chat. He or she can freely ask any question in any language without worrying that he or she will not be understood. So what was the first chatbot, and has one ever passed the Turing test? One of the very first was named Eliza. Eliza was developed in the mid-1960s. A natural language processing program, Eliza simulated conversation by using pattern matching and scripted responses. Some users were fooled into believing Eliza was an actual human therapist, which has led some to debate whether or not Eliza passed the Turing test. Most agree that Eliza did not pass the test. It would be over a decade into the new millennium before a chatbot named Eugene Goostman maybe or maybe not passed the Turing test during a competition in London. Eugene claimed to be a 13-year-old Ukrainian boy. The chatbot seemingly successfully convinced around a third of the judges that it was human. But it's still up for debate whether or not Eugene actually passed the Turing test. By making the computer a teenager speaking English as a second language, Eugene had an advantage over an AI pretending to be an adult native English speaker. Lambda and ChatGPT are considered to have passed but also maybe not passed the Turing test. Of course, while the Turing test was groundbreaking in its time, many people question whether it is still a valid test today. We look more closely at the Turing test in our previous video, so we won't spend more time on this debate. Most people probably can agree that chatting with a modern chatbot is vastly different from chatbots of a couple decades ago. The more information fed into a chatbot, the better it becomes. However, even with all the advancements, AI chatbots are prone to AI hallucinations. When faced with a gap in knowledge, AI holds to the "if it fakes it stubbornly enough, what it's saying must be true" shtick. Not a problem with some subjects, but it has led to some interesting experiences for people. One man typed his name into a chatbot and found out he was married, had 3 children, and oh yes, he was dead too. Any attempts he made to correct the error were met with stubborn resistance by the machine. A professor began to suspect some of her students were AI rather than humans for several reasons, one of which was a detailed analysis of the palette in a particular piece of art. Only the photo of the analyzed art piece the students submitted wasn't a painting, it was a marble statue, and that's ignoring the fact that several other facts were wrong as well. Then we have chatbots who compile info from the internet. They too are subject to hallucinations and might suggest people go to imaginary restaurants or cite non-existent articles and videos to back up information they are sharing. There's also the issue with the recognition of satire, which can lead chatbots to make some pretty interesting recommendations, like adding glue to pizza sauce to keep the cheese from sliding off. One chatbot determined that our 17th president earned 14 college degrees beginning 72 years after he had been laid to rest. While the origin of the misinformation can be traced to a blog post about people with the same names as presidents attending a college, or a snarky response off an online forum, AI are incapable of determining what is serious and what is a joke. That isn't to say that chatbots can't be helpful and even fun. As long as we keep in mind that even if a chatbot has passed the Turing test, which is supposed to determine intelligence, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is actually intelligent. To learn more about the Turing test, check out our previous video. To learn more about how we could be the right technology partner to help your company succeed, visit swansoftwaresolutions.com.